Look at that. Raspberry cream cheese Danish with almonds and powdered sugar. Let me show you how to make it. All right, everybody, so you're going to take a baking sheet here and you're going to line it with parchment paper, and then you're going to give it a little spray. I've got this little butter spray here, and I'm just going to give it a spray. And then you're going to take your puff pastry. Now, one thing about puff pastry is you want to leave it in the refrigerator until you're ready to use it. Okay, so we're going to get this on our pan. Okay, so you're going to take your puff pastry here and you are going to roll it out. And you can double this if you want to. Now, I'm just going to use the one sheet here, but it comes with two. Most of these little packages right here come with two. And you're going to take a pizza cutter or some type of cutter you have, and you're going to just cut it into 4 pieces. So you'll go down one side and then go across the other, just like this. And you're going to make 4 pieces out of it here. Okay, and then you're just going to spread them out. Now, you can make these smaller. You don't have to do them as big as this. Okay, so just like that. Now, what I like to do is take a fork, and I like to go around the edges just like this, okay? And it just makes them really pretty. Okay, when you get through, if you're serving this to some guests or at a family dinner or whatever like that. So just go around and with your fork and press down all of the edges. All my edges done around my puff pastry squares. We're going to move this aside and we're going to make the filling here. So you're going to need 8 ounces of cream cheese. I have this whipped cream cheese. I like that. This is a 12-ounce container, and I'm only going to need 8 ounces of it. Get this into my bowl here. Like I said, it's 8 ounces. All right, and then to this, you're going to add 1/4 cup of sugar. And you're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla. Maybe a little more. Okay, and then we're going to get this all mixed together here. So now you are going to, now you can do this, you can just put it in the middle if you want to. I like to take a little knife here and just kind of make me a little square here in the middle. And that way that gives me a little guide so that I don't put too much of my cream cheese mixture. You don't want it to, overflow everywhere. Okay, so this just kind of helps me keep it in the middle here. All right, so once you get your little squares cut out, if you can see that up close, we're not cutting all the way through, we're just kind of marking it. Then you're going to put your little cream cheese mixture, you're going to put that in the square. It's okay if it goes a little bit over, but you don't want it too much over. All right, so let's get this into each one of our little puff pastry squares here. All right, so they look just like that. Okay, now you can put whatever type of fruit or jam that you like. I'm going to put some of this raspberry jam. I think that would be good in here. And I'm just going to put a little bit on top of each of my Danishes here in the middle of that cream cheese. Kind of just like that. Don't have to be perfect looking. It will come out looking great. All right. So then after you get your jam put on here, so it looks just like this, okay, you're going to pop it in the freezer for about 15 minutes, all right, and then we'll be back. Just took them out. It's been 15 minutes. They were in the freezer. So now we're going to take an egg and we're going to make a little egg wash here. All right, so now we're going to take our egg wash here and we're just going to go around the whole little puff pastry here edges. So it looks just like that. All right, so after you get your egg wash, the last step, now this is optional. I'm going to put some sliced almonds on top of mine. You don't have to put them on every one of them, but I just think that it adds just a few on top here. All right, and they look just like that. So I'm going to pop them in that 400-degree oven for 15 minutes, and then I'll be back. All right, everybody. This is what they look like when they come out of the oven. Delicious. Woo, let me put some on a plate here. I'm going to put one on a plate. Beautiful. These turn out so pretty. And I'm going to put a little bit of powdered sugar. Look at that. Isn't that so beautiful? Put a little bit of powdered sugar on top. Woo-wee. All right, let's do a taste test here. Cheers. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, so good. Eat that for dessert, breakfast, brunch, with a cup of coffee. Delicious. Raspberry cream cheese Danish with sliced almonds on top. Y'all go make that.